What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the all-new 2024-25 Chrome Bundesliga Hobby Box from Topps. These dropped for 75 bucks on the Topps website once again, and we're here to show you guys what this set is all about with a rating at the end of the video, of course, so stay tuned for that. But let's get right into it. If you enjoy this kind of content and want to see more, consider dropping a like down below, subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel, really helps us grow, and helps with the YouTube algorithm and all that awesome stuff. And when you click on eBay search links on this page and make a purchase, it can result in us earning a commission, which also supports us in the long run as part of the eBay Partner Network. Just FYI. While I was saying that, I was actually debating what I was going to do with this. I think I'm going to do this display style. So let's actually show you guys all the sides of the box before we go ahead and do that. So here is the front, if we can fit the whole thing on the screen. All right, there we go. And then here's this side. Here is this side. So it's going to be 20 by 4 format, 80 cards total, and we should be getting, let me rotate this actually like this. We should be getting 5 to 7 numbered cards per box with an auto, of course. And then, yeah, let's actually set this up. Hopefully there's a perforation. That's barely. Looks like it's not done correctly. All right, there we go. I was hoping it wasn't going to take any longer than that. Maybe it will. All right. Wow. Okay. That was very, very interesting. Let's set this center stage in the back. But in terms of base parallels, I'll put up a reference table on the screen for you guys with a comparison to last year's set as well. And basically, we end up with 2 more parallels overall compared to last year. But the print run has been reduced by 25%. I'd say down to like 2,500 cases or so for hobby, with 12 boxes per case, of course. But yeah, things are starting to go back to their former glory in terms of market supply. At least that's what we're hoping. So another compounding improvement for a second year. And, you know, glad things are going in that direction for Bundesliga at least. But talking about the elephant in the room with the new Wild Jungle insert, very, very unexpected design this year. But here's a breakdown of the different variations and all the rarities for you guys. So we have the base, we have the chameleon, we have cobra, which looks nothing like a cobra, by the way. And then tiger, a leopard, and a lion, with a reference table for you guys as well, for those of you who want to see everything in the same spot. But moving to the overall rarity segment, starting us off are going to be the semi-case hits, which you guys see on the screen at this point. Top 11, first taste, and the borderline semi-case hit Hobby Masters as well. Then we have our case hit, Verva, which is going to be an auto, and then we have Diamond Etch as well, which basically reminds me a lot of Sapphire selections. But yeah, after that we have 1 in every 2 cases or so. You can expect to see an Ultra Beam auto, followed by some dual autos as well. So those are, according to the odds, going to be fairly common. But upping the rarity after that, we get to the unbeaten inserts, which fall 1 in every 6 cases or so. And triple autos after that are going to fall 1 in every 12 cases. And then the rarest cards are going to be these 1-of-1s. They're all autographs. We have Florian Wirtz, Franz Beckenbauer, rest in peace, and the on-card 1-of-1 Superfractor from Musiala himself. Wishing him a speedy recovery. Very unfortunate what happened to him. But yeah, last but not least, and arguably the product hit, is going to be this Meisterschale Championship Trophy, which is going to fall 1 in every 2,500 cases, which is, you know, the entire print run. But now that that's out of the way, let's take a look at pack number 1 over here. We do have quite a few packs in this video. But let's say we can start things off with pack number 1. All right, for a split second, actually, I do think they used higher quality stock on this set. What do you know? For some reason, it feels like it's in between regular stock and high quality stock, but yeah, this is definitely better than what they've been doing for Topps Chrome UCC. All right, so first pack is going to have a numbered card, David Odogu. So not one of the chase rookies on my radar at least, but here it is, pink out of 199. And let's move on to pack number 2. I think it's going to be a dead giveaway whenever you get a Verva auto, from what I've seen at least, since those cards are going to be thicker. But here's another rookie. Nice blue on blue Phil Harris out of 150. Blue lava. The light is hitting it very, very well there. But yeah, I mean, how do you guys feel about the design? I personally like it so much more than last year's, and I like it significantly more than the Topps Chrome UCC set from this year. They definitely should have used this design for that set. I don't know what they were thinking. They have other ideas going on I guess, for Topps Chrome. But all right. Ooh, what is this? Oh, wow. I was not expecting this whatsoever. We have a Can Uzun and Vildiray Basturk out of 52. Topps Fractor insert. This is, I think, history, like duels or something like that. I'll put up the actual name on the screen for you guys, but wow. Big fan of this one. Was not expecting that. And if this is going to be tight on a 35-point top loader, which it is not. So maybe it's not super, super crazy Merlin stock, or at least actually for the numbered ones, they probably just used the same stock as the regular non-numbered refractors or regular base. So I think we should be good with using 35-point top loaders for this entire product, minus some of the crazier inserts. But I think this is pack number 4 or 5 or something like that. Lukeba, Matsima, Brandt, and wow, look at this combination. Whoever gets the 1 of 1 and the 1 of 1 auto is actually gonna have a pretty sick card. So Erling Haaland, Dortmund, and Harry Kane. They did not have any overlap in the Bundesliga, but it definitely would have been something wild. All right, what is this? We have a gold. Hopefully it's not yellow. Yellow is out of 75, but if it is yellow, that's the team we want. And it looks like it's going to be the autograph, so we're going to set that one to the side. No idea what to expect. I don't think Holland has any single autos, or just like dual autos, or maybe even triple autos, but remember what I said about a thicker pack earlier, guys? I feel something in that one. So we're going to let that one marinate. So that means we get 2 autos. So that's definitely possible, especially if you get those case hit Verba autos. That is kind of what's to be expected. Let's put this refractor down over here. But yeah, so far so good, guys. Really like how the colors pop on the refractors and parallels, and I really like what they did with the design this year for sure. So imagine we get like 3 autos. That'd be crazy. Here's the Ultra Beam insert. These are going to be fairly common. And in terms of rookie class, I don't think we really touched on it earlier, but let's see, Hugo Larson, Hugo Ekitike. We couldn't keep the Hugo streak going. Here's another one of those common inserts with Buzz. But yeah, you're basically chasing Hassan Ouedraogo, Mohamed Amora, although he is a little bit older, and then Can Uzun, who we did actually see earlier in that Topps Fractor insert. This is not one of the chase rookies you want to go after, but this is going to be neon green Matsima out of 250. At least I think this is neon green. Looks slightly faded, but I mean, I do this every set. We have to have like some sort of prospecting category as well for people who like to go super deep in the rookie category. So Mitchell Weiser out of 175 Aqua. A lot of these have been going really well with the team colors. Wow, never expected to see a color match with the Aqua, but here we are. And I think that is going to be, what, numbered card number 5 at this point. But yeah, going back to the rookie segment, I mean, compared to the Topps UCC, I mean, these guys would probably be in tier 3 or honorable mentions even. But here's one more numbered card, Lois Openda out of 250, neon green lava. But yeah, those rookies are going to be Cole Campbell, who we've seen before, Kiel Vetien. And then for defenders, if you guys are a fan of defenders, although they're not really that big in the hobby, usually Andrea Natali and Leopold Kerfeld. But here is Maximilian Bayer. How many numbered cards are we going to get, guys? This is getting out of control. Hopefully the packs don't stop right now, but wow, that's actually a lot of numbered cards. I think we're already at like 7 or 8. And we have another one of these. Double Leverkusen, Michael Ballack, and Robert Andrik. All right, this is one of the cooler ones for sure. Actually, I really like this design. I like what they did with those inserts back then and present time. And here's Ljubicic. So far, I don't know if we like missed any of the rookies that we're chasing or what, but I can't remember seeing any. But yeah, guys, we have 2 autos coming up, so maybe we reveal the Verva one first when we get to it. We got 3 regular packs left here. Was not expecting this set to be this fun, actually, especially for the price point. It's not the best, but we'll get into that later. Here's Leroy Jenkins. And our last 2 packs before the big reveal. What are we going to get? There's a lot of like small quality of life improvements in this set from previous years and compared to the other like UEFA sets, especially the card stock. So I really hope moving forward that's kind of what they're going to do, because they did it with MLS. There is Andrea Natali, the super long reach chase rookie at this point, and here is Ekitike. Yeah, I just don't know what the thought process is going through that. We already, I guess, have established that different locations in the world make different card stock, but who knows, maybe it's they have to share it with other companies or different sets. But time to look at our autograph. We saw that it was for Dortmund. It is going to be Julian Brandt out of 75, yellow on yellow. Does it get any better than that? Probably superfractor, probably a red refractor, probably a black. Actually, black would look really nice, especially with Dortmund colors. So there we go, our first autograph. Let's set that over there. And I think we got the bonus that we mentioned, because it is going to be 1 pack with a very thick card. So I'm hoping this is going to be a massive banger. Let's reveal it. 3, 2, 1. It is going to be Cole Campbell. Wow, look at that. This is kind of like their like white noise insert with oh wow, look at the side of that. That's striped for all the different layers they used. That's awesome. Let me try to show you guys like how kind of like 3D or shadow boxy it is. This is actually really cool. So it's not numbered, but all right. There's the info on the back for you guys, and I was not expecting this. This is probably going to fit in, I don't know, like 200 or 260 point top loaders. Let's actually test it. Let's put it in a thick sleeve first, and let's start with a 240 point top loader. It looks like it's going to fit just fine, and that is actually perfect for these. So there we go, 240 points. I don't think it's going to slide out that easily, but it is going to slide out, so just make sure to add some tape. You could try to squeeze it in maybe like 200 point, but we're not going to do that today. So in terms of what we got, let's actually do a recap and then give our thoughts on this product. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbered cards, kind of on par with what we've seen. I've seen boxes that have 5, 6, or 7. So we got the better end of things, and this is one of the cooler ones, of course. Topps Fractor out of 52 with a chase rookie. Chase rookie and throwback. We got a couple of these regular inserts as well, and then we got a bonus auto. It's going to be the Verva, 1 per case, and then the Julian Brandt out of 75 is going to be our yellow on yellow auto. Almost looks like a Leo Messi auto, to be honest, just a little bit. But how do we feel about this set, guys? I'll put up the rating on the screen while we talk about it. But starting with the design, much better this time around compared to last year, and good enough to where they should have used it for Topps Chrome UCC, like we mentioned earlier. The inserts, on the other hand, a lot of questionable designs this year. None that we pulled today, but some of the ones that especially has something to do with rainforest or jungle, and then a pasta plate or something like that. But I digress. At least the base set size is pretty decent. It can always be reduced, especially for Bundesliga set, but we will take it. And the price isn't bad at all. But we've all seen, box prices of the Bundesliga sets go down shortly after release. So we're gonna have to see where these end up in a month or 2 or even 6. Plenty of hits per box, as you guys saw, with a much needed print run reduction, 25% from last year. And last year was actually 40% reduction from the year before. So let's keep that momentum going, Topps. Thumbs up, keep doing what you're doing. And hopefully the auto checklist will also improve somehow in the future for Bundesliga, but that's just the nature of this product. The good auto ratio is even more brutal than last year, unfortunately. So there's going to be, a pretty narrow pool in terms of like banger autos from these. And it's mainly going to be like the superfractor autos, which are going to be like 1 in every 15 cases, like superfractor autos in general. So that's going to be like 180 hobby boxes until you see one, but any given one of one is going to fall 1 in every 8 cases, so much better than just pure auto superfractors. So mainly appealing to Bundesliga fans and people in Germany especially, and overall a bit better than last year's set, and definitely a step in the right direction in my opinion. And once again, this set definitely checks off all the boxes for, you know, the rating aside from the overall value, especially in the long run. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for a box of these. But yeah, just gonna leave it at that, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more content, group breaks, and giveaways. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.